channel. Today we are exploring the most haunted house in America. In 1912, in the small town of Villisca, Iowa, the seemingly idyllic home of John and Annie Moore became the site of one of America's most disturbing murder mysteries. On June, just as the sun was setting over the quiet neighborhood, an unknown assailant crept into the Moore family home armed with an axe. Over the next few hours, he methodically took the lives of everyone inside, including John and Annie, their 4 young children and 2 other girls who were visiting from a neighboring farm. In total, 8 people lost their lives that night, all brutally murdered while they slept. To this day, the house still stands at the corner of 708 East 2nd Street. It is said that those who enter are not only met with tragedy, but also the spirits of those whose lives were cut short on that fateful night over a century ago. The story of the house began shortly after it was built in 1908. Within a few years, John and Annie Moore, along with their 4 children, moved in. The family seemed to be your typical small-town Americana, a picture of suburban bliss. But behind closed doors, rumors began to swirl about strange occurrences within the house. As the years passed, the strange events intensified. Unexplained footsteps echoed through the halls. Doors opened and slammed shut on their own, and whispers seemed to emanate from the walls. Some claimed to have seen the shadow of a woman in a Victorian nightgown walking the stairs, while others reported seeing the ghostly figure of a little girl in a rocking chair on the porch. Then came the night that would make the Moore house infamous. On June 10, 1912, the family was awoken in the early hours of the morning by what sounded like screams in the night. Some believe these may have been the sounds of their impending doom. As an unknown killer began his gruesome work, the bodies of the 8 victims were found the following morning by neighbors who had come to check on the family after they failed to show up for church. Each had been struck multiple times with an axe while they slept. The case remains unsolved to this day, the theories ranging from a deranged drifter to a traveling salesman. But no one knows for sure what truly happened that night. After the tragedy, the house was sold, and over the years, new owners tried to put the dark history behind them, but it wasn't long before the paranormal activity began anew. The scratching and whispering continued, along with the moving shadows and objects. Today, the Moore house is known as one of the most haunted houses in America, and it is said that those who spend the night here are not only kept up by the spirits, but are often scratched, pulled, or even whispered to by unseen voices. If you ever find yourself in Villisca, Iowa, I recommend you stay far away from 708 East 2nd Street, because the spirits of the Moores and their guests are said to be trapped within its walls, reliving their final moments over and over again. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos. Until next time.